The snozberries taste like snozberries. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails, a Grand Arena story. Folks, we are in the final final week, I should say, of this shorter than we're used to GAC season, though this is the normal length from now on. And I'm facing someone who I've played before, and it was a slugfest then. Here, check out this old thumbnail that I made. I mean, it's not too long ago. But this is actually there was the final week of the last 3v3 season of starting match, and it gets really crazy. You guys can go look for it on your own. I might try to link it in the video description if I remember it, but this is that my opponent places a very tough defense, and I did end up getting the win on that fight, but it wasn't pretty by any stretch. So here's the situation. Wrong slide to start with, folks. But actually, it's funny because my starting rank was about the same as last time as well. I'm number 120 here. I was 111 in our last meeting, but we're trying to get into the top 100 and facing the person's name is Anarchia. I have more GP than them, and I actually have the advantage in modding, though not as much as you might think. Like if you look at the level 20s, like the 20 to 24 levels, they're pretty close to where I'm at. I do have an advantage though in modding, though they do have more 6 dots. And then if you look at the relics, I have a slight disadvantage. Nothing too crazy, less than 100 total relic levels, though. I mean, that's pretty telling. In relic 8 especially, 7 also, and then Datacrons, a little disadvantage, nothing too crazy. Though I think this match, I forget. I always feel like Datacrons I'm behind on, so you'll have that. What I placed for defense, guys, I have Jedi Master Kenobi in the back, and I put a pretty beefy Qui-Gon Jinn team, which I don't know, guys. I keep experimenting with that team. It's not really helping me too much, but one way or another, we've got the Darth Revan team, the full bastard team with Nest, just to be a little bit difficult. We have, you guys can look at all my defenses, but I did saved a decent amount because I knew my opponent was going to go hard on defense, and I needed to have some options. In exchange for the trust that I paid my opponent, they decided to repay it in kind. They decided to place a crazy defense, guys. Look at this. So General Skywalker, and followed by Jedi Master Kenobi and Sith Eternal and Lord Vader. Lord Vader's got Maul and 3 Inquisitors, including the Grand Inquisitor. And then up top, you can see they placed a Darth Revan team with Nest. Thank you very much. And a Dash team. And, I mean, the Dash team wasn't too crazy, but Jedi Master Luke team with the Stuncron with Aayla Stuncron. So they're all gonna, all Galactic Republic Jedi are gonna stun on a special without any possibility of me resisting it. And then, of course, a sortie squad, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing against sortie, and we're going to have to figure it out. So before we jump into the fighting, folks, just want to remind you, if you want to support the channel for free, all you've got to do is like, subscribe, comment on this video or other videos. Do all of it, guys. I would really appreciate you're helping me mount the algorithm. Really appreciate all the support you guys have shown. And with that, let's actually just jump right the heck into it, folks. Whoa. We didn't even do the lightsaber transition. Madness. That was madness. Okay, guys, so he's got this he's got this Lord Vader team, and it's got Maul and 3 Inquisitors, and after thinking about it for a long time, I decided, you know what? I actually need to make sure that I can beat whatever's in the back zone, and whatever it is in the back zone, I'm pretty sure they've put another Galactic Legend. They've only shown me 4 Galactic Legends, and I think they're going to place 5. That's just what I thought here, folks. And so what I decided was I did have Supreme Leader Kylo available for offense. And I was going to use him here. I had the full team to be able to use against Lord Vader, but I decided I needed to multi-shot this Lord Vader team so that I would have more Galactic Legends available for the back zone. So here goes the actual fighting. Alright, sorry, I had to pause it for 1 second. Okay, so the idea here, guys, we're gonna use Traya, and, Maul, of course, just kills Scion, poor bastard, but the idea here is that Traya is going to get so much bonus offense that she'll be able to one-shot Maul at least. So you can see whenever Traya gets a turn and she can't target Maul, she's gonna wait. She's just gonna wait. She's like Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris doesn't sleep, he waits. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it works. If you're Chuck Norris, you just wait. So you can see, I mean, Nihilus is close to death, but okay, we can finally target Maul. We do a ton of damage, and he dies, and then we're gonna speed it up a ton because we failed to do anything. No spoilers, but that was a spoiler. So yes, spoilers. The idea here is also, I mean, if Traya can kill all the rest of the ads, then great. That would be great. And I was thinking, like, okay, so Nihilus, actually, I don't think he's gonna die now. He is just too thick of a boy. And I mean, even though he's in red, he's got like millions of hit points at this point. So figured he'd be good to go. And you can see, I mean, that it doesn't really seem like Nihilus is gonna die. So we'll just wait. Let's just wait. And maybe he just won't die. And then he just did. So, good lord. Good riddance. I mean, and they were only hitting him too, you'll note. Because it's all programmed in. Okay, so Lord Vader, he goes, and he actually does his AoE. Thank you for doing your AoE to kill me. That's actually really nice. So, alright, we're gonna use bounty hunters now. This is all part of it, guys. I was hoping Traya would kill all the ads, but if that didn't work, I was going to send in bounty hunters with Bam here. And we just want to kill, killed all the ads, including, if we can kill Lord Vader, that would be fantastic as well. So, you guys have seen me do this a million times. We're just hitting the only tank available. Everyone else is stealthed, which is kind of BS in my opinion, but I only have 1 stack of armor shred on Ninth Sister because we don't have our contract yet. Maybe we'll get it soon, though. The awkward thing is, guys, he doesn't do enough damage over times to us to get it for us right away. So, okay, who do we want to kick? Like, Grand Inquisitor, I guess. Probably just want to disintegrate Ninth Sister because she's so freaking thick. And now let's kick Grand Inquisitor in the nuts if we can. Right in the nuts. Square in the nuts. Triangle in the nuts if you want. I don't even care what shape, as long as it's... We're fixating too much, aren't we? Let's bring it back. Okay, so we were doing really well until Fifth Brother was like, you know what? Let's just take all of your buffs and turn them into debuffs. So it was really quite unfair. But okay, so let's get armor shred on Lord Vader. Things are actually looking pretty good. Remember, he has a lot of health steal, so whenever he makes a move, watch his health, guys. Watch his health. And I decided I'd make a mistake here, guys. Bando should not have gone into poop stance there. He tried. So I wanted healing immunity is what I was trying for. So that's that's laudable. I'm sure that was just really cool of me, really. But at the end of the day, it's or the armor shred, whatever. Did I call it elf steal just now? I don't know. He just popped his ult. Was that a second time? That's probably just his first time. But notice his health was in the yellow, and then he healed himself, and he killed everyone that mattered. So I decided to time out, which is what's happening right here. Time out right after the AoE, so that we know when we're going in with our third substantial team, I should note, that we've got, gosh, what's going on here? Okay. We've got he doesn't have his AoE, which is important. We don't want Daze, which, I mean, I guess Daze would have been fine. We're taking Shaak T with this squad because she can actually cleanse everyone here. When she gets a turn, she cleanses everyone. And that means that they don't have dots, so that we can actually gain bonus turn meter, which means that we can actually just take out Lord Vader. Even with all the health steal and stuff, he doesn't get a turn once she cleanses everything. And they get the turn meters turn meter train started. So finally, we've killed one whole team, folks. And I should note, my opponent did attack the top zone. It was very strange. He attacked the top zone and ships, but he didn't touch my bottom zone, which is fine. Whatever. So, you guys have seen me do this Maul counter a few times lately. It's not something I love. I don't cherish it in my life, guys. I could probably do without it, frankly. People keep giving me Rexes that are fast enough. Look at that. We just vanished Rex there. Vanish! Like that. We even probably said the word. We were like, vanish. It was really epic. But, I mean, we can just finish this guy off. Okay, cool. So, Lord Vader goes, gosh, Canderous is like, give me, you know what, let me just hit you 3 times. And General Skywalker's like, yeah, that sounds like a mistake to me, but go ahead if you want. If you need to do that, that's I get that. I did manage to assist enough. Get myself back up to 63. So, not too bad. I got a little dicey there for a minute, but what's a man to do? All right, so we're using Jedi Master Luke with the Stuncron on Aayla and everything. It's very fancy, but here's the issue, folks. I don't have a lot of really high quality Jedi here, really. Like they're not great. They're all Relic 5 and everything, but like Barriss doesn't do much really. She just stands there, and Aayla is fine until she just kind of isn't, I guess. We don't have a way to so I should have been calling Poe or Plo to dispel on basic more often. Look at that. He just uses a basic. What was I doing, man? Oh man, that was a terrible choice actually. So, should probably be calling Plo to assist sometimes so that he can get rid of these debuffs and everything. And look at this. So at some point they just kill Grandmaster Yoda, and then they kill Barriss just like out of the blue. Like goodbye to you. I know you say hello. I say goodbye. And it was at that moment I knew I had effed up. Big time. You still got to use good characters for these teams, guys. I mean, this isn't even a great Kenobi Kron. Like, it helps a little bit, but nothing crazy. It's just, I mean, it's a Jedi Master Kenobi comp. Like, you can't just expect to get through it. So, easily. And I used bad characters, guys. I mean, that's what it is. You still need good characters. Just because you think, you're like, oh man, my Datacron is overpowered. It's super good. So I'm trying here, guys. I'm like trying to salvage it. Like, I know I'm not gonna win this, but maybe I could kill Mace for just let me kill one thing ever, please. Just let me kill one thing. All right. Decided to just exit out that way. So, that being said, folks, we've got our live segment here, and here's the problem. We had just spent all that time and effort, 3 full teams to kill that Lord Vader squad, and we did, but the whole thing was we needed to save a squad for the back zone. We have some good tools, but we needed to save a squad for the back zone, and that was going to be either Sith Eternal or Starkiller. But now that our Jedi Master Kenobi counter failed, that the only option, guys, is Sith Eternal. If this doesn't work, then we're screwed. We are just totally screwed if this doesn't work. So, with that being said, enjoy the live segment. To the armor's stat, like he can cleanse the armor once, assuming even if he's ability blocked, he can cleanse her once. All right, guys, we're gonna try this. Gosh, if this fails, we are not looking good. As well, faster than armor. Yeah, he is. Okay, so we put the shield tech on. Sith Eternal. Come on, Sith Eternal. Please take it. Thank you. Okay, so they're hitting armorer. I'm gonna do this. And we do this. Oh, come on. Yes, we got the third stack there. That is wonderful. I don't really know if it matters, but so just give this to you. Give this to Sith Eternal. Yeah, that was a pretty big deal. Can heal our friends now. Goodbye, Armor. Goodbye, Wat. And here would be the normally be really risky if we didn't have the shield tech. His mace could ability block us potentially, but now we're going to ability block him right out the window. Right the F out the window. Oh, did not mean to. I thought Padme was targeted. Shoot. Yeah, that's fine. We'll deal with her later. I don't know, Sunfac. I don't know if you... I think you should just hope that they ignore you, is what I think. That's my unsolicited opinion, is you should just be grateful if they ignore you. Okay. Nerve-wracking here, guys. I actually don't mind this too much, because now I can link both of these guys. Alright, guys, come on. Be nice if we could just kill him before we kill her, huh? Look at that. He's like, I got full banners. I don't care about everyone surrounding me, but I got full banners. Jeez. Alright, well. Complete disaster averted. We'll just have to see how this goes, though. Alright, so we got through it. Thank goodness. Now we have Supreme Leader Kylo available. Because we didn't use him against that Lord Vader team, so we can use the full First Order squad now. We don't have Hux or anything. We have to use a bunch of like B-listers, but you guys have seen this before. Supreme Leader Kylo does pretty well against Sith Eternal here. It's not a match you get his due very often, because usually Sith Eternal is either on offense or your Supreme Leader Kylo is doing other, potentially more important things, but, the Malak is there, not because he stops Supreme Leader Kylo, he totally doesn't, as you can see, he just folded. He just folded, what's a good metaphor? Like a pack of cheap shirts? I feel like I heard that somewhere. Anyways, we got 65. Didn't even steal any banners. So take that, and now let's see what's in the back zone. Was my hunch right? Was there another GL in the back? And the answer is yes, indeed. There is another GL in the back. So, first we're gonna go on the top here, guys, and this is actually a fairly tricky thing. Let me pause it for 1 second. So, just to explain what's going on. So you guys saw my Jedi Master Luke team earlier with. That has the Stuncron, and Aayla gets bonus turns whenever someone stuns, and so that's what they have on defense here. It's that crazy comp, it stuns, does all this stuff. So we're taking Starkiller and company here because we can be ability blocked, but we can't be stunned. There's no stunning allowed here, and so we can't be stunned, and once we start the turn meter train, things start to get a little bit better for us. The problem is, of course, he got his AoE off and was able to get the ability block on not only Mara, but on Emperor Palpatine. We don't really have a way to dispel that, so we have to wait for that to end, and we have to bide our time. So this is, again, guys, like, we don't have another option for this. Like, if this doesn't work, we are screwed. We can't beat this with anyone. The good news is we had Starkiller, who had he has all 3 Omicrons, and hey, look at that, old Ben is back. Thank you, Visas. You're finally worth anything. That was great. Starkiller doing his AoE, because everyone had so many buffs on them, he managed to kill Grandmaster Yoda and Aayla, I believe. Yeah, so that was super useful. I mean, they can't stun me, so Ayla's of limited use here anyways, but I mean, Emperor Palpatine's gone though now, so it breaks the chain of Mara being able to do basic. So normally it's Mara does basic, Palpatine assists with his basic, and because he does a basic, then Starkiller gets to do his basic. So, you know, that happens, that works, and all of that. Of course it does. However, it doesn't if Palpatine is gone. If he's gone, then that's too bad. So, all right, we got the basic. Finally got the Star Destroyer of healing. We're all healed up, and it's only Jedi Master Luke. And then I was like, you know what if I just did some specials, and maybe we could revive someone. Like, let's get someone back. Hey, look at that, old Ben is back. Let's I was like, man, maybe we could just play with our food some. I was thinking, like, man, maybe we can get Palpatine back, it'll be great. And I was like, gads, what's a Misa thinking, as Jar Jar would say, you know, and just decided to dispatch of Kenobi, or of Jedi Master Luke, with all due haste. 57 banners, but hey, we got through it, thank goodness. So that's 4 GLs down. We still gotta kill Rey, but first let's take out some of these other problem teams. Sortie, I had heard that Night Sisters do just fine against Sortie, and so here we are. So the thing that I forgot about in this fight, guys, I was like, why isn't old Daka healing? Why isn't she healing? It's because we have target lock, and because there's target lock here, then IG-88 with his Zeta is keeping us from healing. That's just how it goes. So watch, she tries to heal, doesn't happen, and then I figure out, oh shoot, that's what's going on. We gotta kill IG-88 first. But old Daka can't heal. She can't heal, and she's almost dead. She is dead, in fact. So, rip, old Daka. That was fairly tragic, I would say. Honestly, like, fairly tragic for everything. We just got destroyed. So, all right, let's dig in Wampa here then, because I've heard that it works. I've seen at least that Wampa survives and kills. He kills everyone but Sortie, and then times out. Like that's what I've seen. And so I was like, you know what? There's nothing they have that can stick on me, unless BB-8 hits me back at some point, which you guys can see now. Tenacity down, and they did get the stun. Because tenacity down is a B. We're not gonna say that word, guys. I don't want to be demonetized. All right. Okay, so now we're in the sortie version. We got 4 minutes. I was like, man, we could totally ramp up enough damage to do this. So just keep it on going. You know, speeding it up though a little bit. So you know, our hits are doing what, 47k or 4. Yeah, you know, 47, 56. Okay, so we're ramping up. You know, 4 full minutes of ramping up. Should totally get it. We're in the 60s now. 66k. Cool. 69k. We're in the 60s still. 64k. You gotta stop going backwards here. There's a 70. Good job, bud. Good job. We're in the 70s here. We're in the 70s, and one thing that auto does not do is Icebreaker. It doesn't do the middle special, which gives us bonus protection, and that bonus protection, of course, is something that helps us hit harder. So 86k, we're doing okay, but we've only got 2 minutes left, guys. 90k. And so someone had said, like, you have to get up to the point that you're doing like 130k. For some reason that was like the target someone said in chat. I don't know why 130k was the relevant number, to be honest. Just trying to be transparent here. Some of these new kits and new interactions, I'm like, well, I mean, you know, she's getting a bunch of bonus protection, obviously, but other than that, I don't really know. So okay, 125k, but we've only got a minute left, guys. And then at some point, someone was like, "Oh, just take it off of auto. Just get that get that icebreaker on, and now we're doing 140k. Great, great. Okay, because I think we do more damage when we have bonus protection. I forget, but now we're doing 154k, and you can see Sorty's not doing great, and we finally sorted the Sorty hat, and we got through it. So, alright, Darth Revan, I didn't have an answer to Darth Revan, at least when he had his cooldown. So, Imagundi lived up to his name and sacrificed himself. We burned all of his cooldowns, and then we're going to use Dooku Lead here with General Grievous, which seems crazy to me, but I mean, we get to hit back because of things, and we can get tenacity down on them, I guess. The big thing here, guys, is this is just like an alternative version of Grievous Nuke. We just don't, if they do enough damage, we really didn't want them to be able to target Grievous in the lead with Deathmark. That was my biggest scary thing. Like, I don't care about Dooku. Like, he can just die for all I care. He can die a traitor's death. But I don't want Grievous to die because he's the damage here, guys. So we kind of finally got rid of Basti there. She's the priority. Once you get rid of Basti, like we can totally beat this team now, regardless. You know, I mean, we can Zerg it down with something else, but I mean, I'd rather not do that. I've already failed one attack here. I'd rather just, you know, do this. So now we're gonna fast forward a little bit, make it a little faster. So it just takes a while to get through. Hey, look at that. Operation Metaverse rated me. Thank you, Operation Metaverse. You guys are Gom, you're a good person. Sometimes. Usually you're a good person. So, just like my viewers. Love you guys. So, Nest, just doing Nest things, you know. Relegate. Gosh. I don't know what I think. Just like some kind of an auto. I don't know why I clicked that button. I wasn't gonna quit or anything. So okay, got through it. Don't even know what banners we got, but okay. Now we've got Rey. This is a whole slog, guys. So we're gonna do paper cut Rey. We don't have any choice. We don't have a Galactic Legend. We don't have Star Killer. We've got a. So here's the thing, guys. When she does the Lifeblood, you can see her health is now down to the 60s ish. So now let's use Bad Batch. We're gonna whittle some of these guys down if we can. We gotta manipulate her basic, you know, her rules, her mechanics based off of things and stuff. Like when we don't want her to whirlwind me, basically. So we have her at a point where she's already below 60%, so that she can't actually get whirlwind until she's already healed, and she heals up again and gets down to 60% again. So by then, the hope at least is that we're able to kill a couple of them. Like just let us kill. Like, she's in her ult now, so she's not gonna do whirlwind yet. That's great. I'd hope that I'd have killed someone by now, though. Like, gosh, it sounds so creepy saying things like that. Should be shooting her. When she had the inspiration thing. Okay, cool. So just in time, Echo's able to dispel all the things. And man, Holdo's close, man. Holdo's real close. And then she whirlwinds. She kills Hunter. Maybe okay. Let's hurry up. We're not gonna win this anyways. Maybe though, maybe we can take out Holdo. Like, it's close. She's like doesn't have health anymore. She doesn't have anything left. And then she does Lifeblood, and like, I don't know how Holdo's holding on. I mean, that's her name, I guess. I decided to time out here, because at least we could finish off Holdo easily. Unfortunately. Okay, so we'll bring Geos, and the hope here is that we'll be able to kill a couple other characters. So, okay, Holdo's gone. She gone. And I'm like, okay, let's just wait. We'll roll up. Gosh, I really should have just hit Finn there with this big hit, because now Brood Alpha's just gone. Gosh, what an embarrassment. What a lax set of louts these fellows truly are. They're just all frick, man. Alright, can we just one-shot Rey? No. Or Jedi Training Rey? No, we can't. Can we do anything? Apparently I put it on faster mode, because something's gonna happen. I know nothing's gonna happen. Okay, so no one's dead. We've only killed one character, so we gotta get her Lifeblood down. You know, use Lifeblood here to get her health to a reasonable level so that we can use another team. We're starting to run out of teams, guys. I don't have much left, to be honest. Like, you guys saw my defense. It's pretty strong defense. So, okay, let's use bounty hunters here. Maybe Boba's able to one-shot things, except, of course, he's stunned. Like, he's the one they stunned. Yeah, they're just like, you know what, let's just screw that guy. Let's just, maybe he'll die. Maybe he'll just die. You know, and Xaereth will go get real sad. So, alright, damage immunity for everyone. No way to really ability block Rey or anything like that. She's gonna whirlwind someone, probably our Boba Fett, to death, and that's gonna be real sad. Okay, so damage immunity for everyone. Yeah, there goes Boba Fett. Just kicking right off. What do we do? Like, really, we don't have much DPS, but I don't know. Here's the thing, guys. I don't really. Okay, we took out Poe. Look at that. I don't really respond to a situation that's like feels impossible. I don't really respond to it in a way that, like, I hate the idea of just giving up, just rolling over. Like, gosh, we should have killed Finn there. That's so embarrassing. So sad, man. But I gotta keep going, guys. If there's a chance to do so, like, I'm not gonna. If there's no chance, I'm not gonna just be like, oh, well, maybe there's a chance when there's not. Like, but we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. So I just wanted to snipe out Resistance hero Finn. Man, I was like, man, I have my own Resistance heroes on defense or on offense. I forgot that we had them. Like, we could totally just snipe out Finn, and then you know, we even have R2D2. We have a whole like Resistance squad. Like, it's Finn lead, but who cares? Like, we'll be okay. We'll use the Force, and you know, okay, let's take him out, guys. Let's do it. Like, we got through his damage immunity. We're close, and then she pops her ult and kills me. So, okay, I'm like out of teams now, guys, because there's still 3 other teams besides this that we have to clear, and so let's do it one more time. Let's get her into close to damage immunity, and now it's time, guys. We've been saving Mon Mothma. This is our chance, okay? So she does lifeblood into damage immunity, which is great. That's what we kind of wanted. And so now the idea is once she goes out of damage immunity, we're just gonna focus her down if possible. Like, we need to get Worthless Guy out, and then, you know, we don't want to get whirlwinded, but the way turn meter works with this squad, if we could ever get Worthless Guy, there we go. There he is. Okay, ready to dispel here, right, bud? You gonna dispel sometime in our lives? Good. Okay, so Cara Dune, not that happy with the situation, but the way the turn meter works here, guys, is typically, like, Rey is just not going to take another turn. She's not gonna whirlwind. Like, she's hitting me back, of course. Well, I guess she did do a lifeblood there, so that was good of her, because we haven't gotten anyone down to below 60%. But now she's got her ult coming if she takes a turn. She's already hit lifeblood though, so that's good. Decided to take a slight detour here and try to get some of Finn's inspiration gone so that Rey doesn't hit me back so much, because that was really starting to be a drag. And now, man, it's close, guys. It's close. We're getting close. Can our saber toss? Yes, indeed. We finally got her down. Finally. Dear Lord, that took a lot of effort. I got so excited that I accidentally resized the game. Look at that. And now you guys are going to have to deal with that for the rest of the time, because I actually did not fix it at all. I don't even think I fixed it for the next round. I didn't even notice it. That's how exciting life is, guys. If you finally beat this comp. This is literally attack number 14. Attack number 14 to get through this. But, gosh, I mean, what you gonna do? I mean, you gotta be resilient if you can, guys. It's a tricky thing. It doesn't always work out like this, and I'm not even, like, at this point I was like, man, my opponent probably can just clear me, though. You know, he has 1 Galactic Legend and he has Star Killer, so I don't know, can he like multi-shot my Jedi Master Luke or something, or Jedi Master Kenobi in the back? I wasn't sure, just wasn't sure, but we got through it. We still have 3 squads to go, so there's this dash team, and look at how, I mean, Okay, so triggered savior on Hoda of all people. Is he? I guess he's a person. Personhood isn't like. Yeah, I think you can. I think we could call him a person. But okay, what do we do? This isn't. Is that Vander Chewie? Yeah, okay, it is. It is Vander Chewie. We do extra damage with Luke against tanks, which Vander Chewie is actually technically a tank. We need to tank him out before anyone else, so that they don't revive. Which I made a huge mistake earlier today, actually. My final match of the week. I forgot about Vander Chewie's revive. It was a quite the epic blunder. Okay, finally got through it. 61. Wasn't really caring about banners at this point. I'm like, man, we've already dropped so much. We spent so much time trying to figure out that Rey team, trying to crack it. And honestly, I bet we needed a little bit less than we actually ended up using. So, yeah. Anyways, I've got Iden, and I'm like, man, I don't ever use her on offense, man. I just, you know, I'm not used to it. Like, if I'm lucky, people just put Mon Mothma on defense for me. Like, that's super nice when they do that, because then I don't have to worry. Like, I just like button mash and we're good. But I don't know how our mechanics work and interact with other people, which is great because I want to make a Faction Essentials video for the Iden team at some point. We're getting experience with it, you know, trying to figure it out. She actually fights something really epic in the fight that in the final match of this week, guys. She's a star. She's really fun. Okay, finally we drop, was it Jango lead? Old Zalbar, man, he's helping us out because he keeps assisting. He keeps hitting me back, which heals me and gives me turn meter. It's wonderful. Thank you for your retribution and your contribution, for that matter, Zalbar. You're a good man, a good person. He's a Wookiee. He's not a man. He's a person and a Wookiee, both. Cool. Okay, so I didn't have much, guys. I had like almost nothing. Very, very close. So I did have the Omicron on oAckbar, which was exciting. So I decided this Tarkin team, it's got 3 Inquisitors and it's got TIE Fighter Pilot. And clearly this was just a team that my opponent was like, you know what, I don't want him to be able to Wampa something. So that's, you know, it turns out Sortie was Wampa-able, but I didn't necessarily internalize that. Alright, we also have Ezra here, which is a really nice rebel character. Maybe that's what I'll do on my alt. I've been wondering what to do on my alt. I need some way to dispel on my oAckbar team on my alt. And honestly, Ezra's a pretty good answer to that. That's cool. So we'll have to look into that. Alright, old Tarkin here. We got pretty good banners there. We got through it. And now we have like 0 teams, but he has fleets. Nothing too crazy though, guys. So we're taking out this Empire fleet first. Negotiator, this has been my go-to counter for a while. And alright, so they set us on fire. We get the defense down from 5s with doing the basic. And now look at that. Whew! Just smoked them. Oh man, that felt good. That was really good. Awesome. Epic even, guys. The most epic. So, alright, he's got Finalizer on defense, which is so weird. I don't know how to fight Finalizer. You're asking me to do something like this? I don't want to do something like this. This is weird. But it's ours to do. And here's the thing. I a while ago, I had tested trying to find any way for Finalizer to beat Malevolence, and I just couldn't figure it out. I'm sure that there is a way. I personally was too dumb, guys. That's just how my life works sometimes. Sometimes you're just too dumb. That's how all of our lives are, actually. You know, like, no excuses. It's just how life is. Sometimes you're just too dumb. And so I couldn't figure out a counter, so I was like, when it came to this fight, though, I was like, you know what? Let's just use Malevolence. And we'll just, like, pretend like we're the AI. And it turned out perfect. Like, we just cut through them. Like, they folded like cheap shirts, alright? It was really great. And then we've got Home 1 here. Trying to figure out this resistance comp. I mean, gosh. It's so funny how this team is just... I don't know, it does so much better sometimes than you think it will. And then other times you're like, wow, that was so easy. It's just mostly RNG. Like, if they're gonna dodge again, you're gonna keep dodging, guys. Like, can you just knock it off? And they're like, no, man, we're just gonna be annoying forever because you said that. Just because you said that, just to spite you, we're gonna do that. So, you know, it's not surprising. That's just how. So that's human nature. That's person nature, guys. All right. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, we're gonna clear this fleet. The fun thing is, Raddus on defense, it's like, well, even if everything goes horrifically wrong and Raddus eventually destroys your capital ship, then they just don't have a capital ship anymore. So, you know, there is that as well. So we got the clear. We got a pretty bad score. I mean, that's dropping nearly 200. All right, I think we had to run for just 1 second, just a tiny bit. So, all right, here's the final board for at the end of my attacks. Now, my opponent still had to attack the bottom zone, and I mean, I had thought that maybe my opponent had attacked the top zone because they didn't think they could clear my bottom zone, or at least whatever was in the back, and so they just wanted, I don't know. So pretty bad score. We ended up dropping, that's like 180 banners, something like that. Lots of banners, but of course, my score is still good enough that if my opponent can't clear me, which we have Jedi Master Kenobi back there, and a Darth Revan team, and we've got, you know, the good Qui-Gon Jinn team. If they didn't have the right tools, and they couldn't clear me, then we would just win. So the question is, folks, how did we end up doing? I can show you. So I got through the top zone, and I was a little excited to see that my I had placed a Star Killer, like, beating comp, basically. I was hoping Star Killer would beat this, and you know, I think Rey managed to evade Star Killer. Probably Star Killer killed most of the team first, but we got the hold. Then in the back, didn't even try Jedi Master Kenobi. Tried a couple times on on Darth Revan, and unfortunately, like, he just got like almost max banners, or maybe fully max banners on my really expensive, really overly invested Qui-Gon Jinn team. So that was disappointing. Though I think I have one more iteration of it that I want to try. So hold on to your butts. The final score, guys. I did end up getting the full clear versus him not being able to clear me. So, you know, he put too much on defense, but if I hadn't been able to clear that Rey, he would have been able to easily win, even without clearing either of those squads. Like, wouldn't have even had to try. Would have been an easy win. So, finally, that's what I call a slugfest, guys. That, man, I dropped banners all over the place. We dropped 180 banners. That is crazy. We needed 14 teams to kill Rey. Just completely nuts. So, I guess the one thing I did want to point out, though, that if you have a good Datacron, they still need characters of substance behind them. They just, yeah, they still need good characters. Just because you have relics doesn't mean the characters themselves have good synergy and that they work. You guys saw my Jedi Master Luke team just lose really bad to that Kenobi team, and that's just how it goes. But with this win, we crossed into the top 100 once again, which is a great feeling. It's been a while, considering we started the season in the upper 300s. It's been a good trip, and let's see. So my final... going into the next round, I think that my final, or you know, my record is what, 6-1, I believe. So already a winning season. It's a good time, guys. This is a really good match. Thank you to my opponent for making it fun. They actually watched the stream with my opponent watched their stream with their spouse. Really cool stuff, actually. It was a lot of fun. So, you know, they were a good sport. They, you know, said good words, said nice words. You know, nice person. You know, we talked a little bit afterwards. So that's it, folks. We're gonna call it good. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails.